I just discovered that school is helping bring me an extra $3,000 per month, and I had no idea. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you go to school, which is SKOOL, this is a community, a platform that helps you create your own memberships and communities. You can see there's this whole like leaderboard and everything. It's spelled SKOOL here. In fact, one of my memberships is like really high up here, number 12 out of thousands of memberships in the money category, your first 5K. It's free. We have like 17,000 members. It's amazing. And a lot of times people will talk about this membership because it's so popular. But let me show you something that's happening very quietly. And as soon as I found this out, and I promise you, like, I know it may seem like I'm just making this up or that I didn't know, I honestly had no idea this was happening. And I just happened to stumble upon it. So what happened is I have several memberships, and some of them are free, and then they have like upgrades that you can pay for. Some of them are paid automatically, that kind of thing. One of them is Prompt Shop in a Box. I talk about prompts, AI prompts that help you just plug and play, copy and paste, and it gives you all these great responses and outputs and everything. So what I do is I sell different prompts on their own, and in Prompt Shop in a Box, I give you all those prompts as one bundle, and then I give you a tool that helps you create your own prompts. Okay. So this is $99. It has been $99 since I launched it probably 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. And it has, as you can see, 1.1 thousand members. And one of the main ways people buy this is they go to my Stan store. And let me see, I can bring it up. Stan store. And then it's one of these on my Stan store. And when they buy it, so it's right here, see? And that's very cool. And I love that. And I love Stan, and I'll come back to that in a minute. But when they buy it, I have a Zap on Zapier that once they buy it, they then get an invite to join, and then they don't have to pay a second time, obviously. Okay, so that's where I thought most of my payments were coming from because a lot of people joined, 1.1 thousand. But in the last few days, school did something very cool in that it started giving us statistics and metrics of where people are coming from. And not only like the traffic, but what translated into people buying. I was looking at it here because I have so many members. I'm like, yeah, let me go and check out the growth analytics. Of course, like YouTube is killing it, bringing so many signups. This isn't views, by the way. This is signups. 2,900 signups in the last 30 days alone from YouTube. Isn't that wild? That's crazy. So that's that. And then YouTube brought me 7,500 visitors. And so that's what I was paying attention to. Like the affiliates were crazy, bonkers numbers. School itself was bringing me a crazy number of people, almost 5,000 people from the school network, meaning they looked at the discovery page or they saw it as a referred page on another person's membership. So I knew that like it was really cool and it was bringing me a ton of people for free. But then I was like, oh, I haven't looked at my other analytics on my other memberships. So, of course, I looked at Arlan's All Access. That one's really cool. Then I went to Prompt Shop in a Box and I clicked on settings and I went to my growth and I saw the visitors. Now, school has brought in almost 800 people. So, this like the highest amount of people when it's not like combined as direct, meaning it could be email, it could be anything, right? And when this says email invite, by the way, it doesn't mean like it was in a newsletter. It means when I did the Zap and they got the email invite, that's who signed up here. That's how they saw this. So you're going to see in the conversion rate that the email invite is bonkers, because they're just getting asked to come to it because they paid for it. But look at the school network for this paid membership. Now remember, your first 5K is a freemium model, meaning it's free to join. And then if you want to buy something and upgrade, you can. But this one has no free tier, has no free trial. It's just pay me a $99 fee to come in. So when people come to it and they sign up, quote unquote, they're actually buying. So what I saw here like blew my mind. I have it here on the screen. The school network brought me $29.99 signups, meaning, and that's in the last 30 days. So if we were to average it all out, it's $3,000 per month that school brought to me without me doing anything beyond having a great membership. Now, the membership itself is bomb. Like it's awesome. It's worth well more than $99. I'm doing other things. I'm in it every day. I do all the right things. But this is still crazy. So let's look at this. So what it means is that 62 people bought it directly through Stan, which is awesome. And what I do with that is I either have it on Stan or I have like a landing page on Lovable that brings them to Stan. Sometimes I'll A/B test it. And then, um, well, I don't understand this. So I'm thinking like the direct. So direct is like if I send them just from anywhere and I'm the one who promote it for them to come to it, then they come and they sign up. It took me a second. They come and they sign up. So the email invite is like you've already paid for it. Maybe they clicked twice or something, and that's why it's like 50%. The direct is I got you somewhere. Maybe it was on Lovable and they couldn't ping off of that. Maybe it was on something on an email. But I got you to see the about page and you just signed up on your own. This is from school. This is from somebody was typing in AI prompts in the search bar, like over here in the search in the discovery, or somebody just saw it somewhere, or somebody saw it on a referral, or something that school did drove 29 people in the last 30 days. And on average, I'm going to call that like 3,000 bucks per month. If you take all those days divided by 30, that number divided by 30, multiplied by 365, and divide that by 12, you're getting $3,000 a month. And YouTube, so if I had a YouTube video and I directly linked directly to this, I got 9, which is pretty awesome because I don't really do it that often. These would all be from old videos. So that's pretty sweet. It makes me say I need to do like a whole video where I just directly link to it and I talk about the prompts and I do that again because I haven't done that in a while. I had all these like funnels and different things, but I may just need to just say, hey, this is my YouTube video about AI prompts. Here's my prompt shop in a box. So in the chat right now, I want you to type the word prompt, PROMPT, prompt. If you're still with me, if this is kind of blowing your mind, let me know if you have your own school membership. Because I'm just a big fan of school. And this is like, I know that they have been working on it. I know that they have been working on making it so that more people discover you. And I was already sold on it being really great for free. But to be something that drives this type of revenue kind of accidentally is just amazing. And of course, it's not accidentally, it's very well designed. But it's because it's bringing so many visitors and then the conversion rate is pretty high once they're there. So like I'm used to like a 1 to 2% conversion rate on a paid product like that. School Network brought almost 800 people in the last 30 days and then 3.7% converted and for 99 bucks. So I always teach when it comes to school, like if you want to start a school membership, I inside of your first 5K in the classroom, if you just scroll down to get paid on school, you'll find my tier training because I talk about freemium and I talk about that. And so what I normally teach is how and you get all this for free, by the way, if you just sign up below. What I normally teach is like, how do you have a free membership and then have upgraded paid like I do. And on like to be fair, on your first 5K, I make, I don't know, 50,000 a month or more, maybe even more than that. So it is definitely more than 3,000. I'm not saying to completely not do the freemium, do the freemium. But it's super interesting to think about. You have something that's cool. Prompt Shop in a Box, by the way, I should mention this, is not annual. I only charge like one payment, $99. You just get the box. Boom. You got it. So it's really interesting to think of like different models for school, not just the one or two that you're thinking, oh, it's a monthly or a yearly membership, and we do this and we have these calls. I have not done one calendar call, not one inside of, you don't see anything set up. I could, in fact, I think I can take this away that doesn't show up. Um, I don't do like, oh, find yourself on the map. I don't do that. The posts are really about, look, first prompt sold. Awesome, right? So it's really about like how it's working and asking questions. And I'm going to put a little GIF here. That's my go-to right there. Asking questions and like getting somebody's talking about school, so I'll look at that. How do I upload prompts to my Stand store, please? Right? So I'm gonna go in there and say, look, you go in the classroom, go to the training, and it tells you exactly how to do that, exactly how to set it up on Stand, right here. And I'm gonna tell them that. But I don't. It's not like it's a community in that people are very happy for each other, as we obviously saw here. But it's not like I have to do a ton of maintenance on it. And let's go back here and just look. I think I can look here. So let's say how many signups. So 93, 120, 130, 140. So I made about $14,000. Thanks, Bing. Bing Bing brought me two paid members. Who uses Bing.com? Somebody tell me in the chat if you've ever used Bing.com. Who uses Bing.com? But two people signed up from it, not just one, two. They Googled me and they paid and they joined, and I'm so grateful. But you gotta get into it. I mean, I don't know these other memberships platforms that are doing this. And I've tried them all. I just don't know who else does this. So anyway, in the description, I'm going to put a link to what I talked about here. I'll also put it in the pinned comment. So anytime I change my descriptions, you can always find it in the pinned comment. Let me know. Like, are you going to do something? I don't want you to be too distracted or like think, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't do this, that, and the other. I'm not saying you have to start a new school that now costs $99. I'm saying that do you have like an AI tool or a SaaS tool or one thing that you just sell by itself that could be wrapped in a little bit of a membership? And if you could you really optimize the about page, optimize the flow of the classroom to make it something where after a few months, school has learned so much about it that it's starting to send people your way. And by the way, if you're wondering, like, how does school know to send it to you? Well, on their discovery, if you have a lot of interaction on your school, then you can go higher in the discovery. But they also look at things like, is the host there every single day talking to their members? Does the about page look clean and professional and awesome? So it's like a mixture of AI and human discernment that they talk about. You can read about it, where they say, okay, these make the top 60 or whatever. And that's one major way that people are finding you. But then people are just typing in keywords. So they're just looking up bird watching or how to be a beekeeper or how to start your own plant farm. Like they're looking these things up. And if you're one of the few people who has that thing, then it works. Like the AI, like pure AI schools are just like killing it right now. But they only kill it if they have a good school. It can't just be like you just throw it up there, hope it gets taken. It has to be really good, and then it's like a snowball effect. Like if you do a good job with it, school is going to help you get more and more people. And they're like doubling down on this. They're not just saying it because I just saw they just did a new school news, which they do every Tuesday. They do a new video that the owner of it, Sam, talks about, and he talks about what's coming up and what features, and it's real dry and kind of like nerdy. But he basically said today, and I've heard him say this for 6 months because I've been at different school games and things like that. He basically said all we're doing this year is trying to make it possible for more people to discover you on school. Like they just want more and more school hosts and their memberships to be discovered from other members because of school's help. That's a point of pride for them, and they're trying to make that work. And they're incentivized to do so. It only helps them grow. Only helps them grow. So it's something to think about. Um, if you want more training about it, go into my free your first 5K. I do some training on school in there. I'm going to be adding more. I'm actually adding a school OS, a school operating system product that it's going to be absolutely free. Most of my OSs are not free, or I think all of them are paid, but this particular one is going to be free because I want as many people represented on school as possible. So I don't want to gatekeep. So If you're excited about that, let me know in the comments below. And I can't wait to see what you do. Whether you do a paid one like I just described, which is like 99 bucks for the whole like lifetime, or you do a freemium that you then have a VIP tier or a premium tier, or you do just straight up paid where you do monthly or yearly. There's different ways to do it. The tiers training teaches you about each way, and then you can decide what you want to try. But it should always be an experiment for fun. And if you need to change things, you change things. It's all good. But don't get stuck in decision making because that's not going to help anybody. If you're not out there with your product or with your offer or with your free help for 6 months, that's 6 months that people didn't have access to it. So if nothing else, start one that's a free membership and you can build upon it later when you figure the rest of it out. Okay, I'll see you soon.